Hi, Tammy. How are you?
Hi, Sid. I'm great, thanks. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm happy to always catch up with you, especially on today's topic. And now,
Yeah.
my opening question to you is how did you adjust to Dubai's extreme summer heat compared to South Africa's climate?
To be very honest with you, I have not adjusted. It's still taking me, I still miss the outdoors in South Africa, the fresh air that you have there. And the summers here in Dubai, it's when I say it's extreme, it's really, really extreme. It involves staying indoors during the peak heat between 11 and 4. It's a definite no-go zone. You can't go outside. If I can describe it to you, it's like this giant hair dryer hitting you, and the air is not
Yep.
fresh. So it's very difficult here, and I'm still struggling because I'm very much of an outdoors person. Back in South Africa, I used to go out on my patio, have my
Mhm.
morning coffee on the patio, breathe in that fresh air, which here you can't really do that.
What are some tips for staying cool and comfortable during Dubai's hottest months?
So mainly, it's you got to be indoors, and an air conditioner is a must here. There's no two ways about it, and you got to stay hydrated constantly, even if you're not thirsty. Like typical here, I've got my water bottle. You just sip constantly throughout the day to keep yourself hydrated. Um, it sounds very strange, but you can't take a cool shower here because remember the pipes are out in the sun. So even if your tap is on the coldest setting,
Mm.
the water is still warm. You can't really take a
Oh.
cool shower. So I normally, like in summer, I would take a swim, but that will be about 9, 10 o'clock at night. But it still feels like bath water. So it's still very, very hot. But yeah, being hydrated as much as possible and limit, I would say, limit your physical activities, especially outdoors. Um, if I'm doing anything outdoors, like if I walk every morning. I do it before 8 in the morning or after 7 in the evening, and eat lighter meals, and always carry a water bottle wherever you're going. There's also along the walking paths here in Dubai, they have certain companies sponsor these. It's almost like a water dispenser where you get filtered water, so you can fill up your water bottle or you can drink water out of these water fountain type of things.
All right. I have a question for you now. The comments, this is from Jitin Rishika. Hi, Tammy. Which is a favorable time to visit Dubai considering the weather conditions?
So I would definitely say between November and February, that is the ideal time during winter. It's much cooler and it's more manageable.
All right. How does the weather affect daily routines in Dubai, like work, travel, or outdoor activities?
So Dubai in the summer months, people avoid outdoor activities. You
Hmm.
get like Global Village or the Miracle Gardens. You get some of the outdoor places or the places of attraction that are actually closed during the summer months. Global Village, typical, is closed between May and October. They open up now again on the 15th of October because it stalls you walking outside and the heat is so unbearable, so they close during the summer months. Miracle Gardens is another one where you're out, you're looking at the gardens and stuff. They close during the same time. And there's other places, many other places as well, where they close during the summer months. And traveling, you won't see a lot of people walking. If they do walk, they're walking before 8 in the morning or very late in the evening. Sometimes work schedules even change. You can opt for flexi hours to avoid the walking. And even like your gyms, you even in your school, they don't have outdoor activities. Everything is indoors. Even another thing to mention is construction work. They would have a strict mandate for all construction workers not to work in summer. And they actually tell you they've got like a whistle blowing line where if you see any construction work during the day in summer, you need to actually report them because of the extreme heat and these conditions that are so harsh for them to work. So you find a lot of the construction work is done overnight during summer.
All right. Another one here in the comments is, hi Tammy, my curiosity is how does vegetation survive in the extreme heat?
So most of the stuff we privileged here when it comes to fresh fruit and veg. We get imports from around the world. So if I want to have a fresh mango at any time in the year, I can do it. If I want to have oranges, I don't have to wait during like in South Africa during the winter time to have these oranges. And mind you, we have the best produce from South Africa that I've not seen myself in South Africa, but I've seen here. I've seen apples that are yay big, Granny Smith apples, and super delicious. Mangoes, lychee, you name it, we get it throughout the year. So the only thing that really grows here in the east is the dates, because the date palm is a hardy plant and it can withstand the extreme heat. So that's the only thing that I've seen growing here.
How do expats and locals make the most of winter in Dubai when the weather is pleasant?
So definitely spending time outdoors. You have a lot of park runs, park activities, yoga on the beach. We have camping out in the desert, lots of barbecues. Along the canal, you would find these massive screens. So all the games, etc., are out on the terrace. Concerts are outdoors. People are exploring nature. There's certain hikes that happen. People are hosting gatherings outdoors, and most of the social events tend to happen outdoors because it's more manageable.
All right, my final question to you is, unless there's any surprise comments, do you think the weather in Dubai influences fashion, lifestyle, and even social life differently compared to South Africa?
Oh, definitely, definitely. The weather in Dubai definitely influences fashion, where people tend to dress down very much, wear the thinner, cooler fabrics, lightweight, modest clothing. You'd find, sometimes you'd find people just walking with a big T-shirt or a big vest, in shorts. Even though the weather's hot, or even it's cool in winter, I would always suggest wear tackies, wear your sneakers, wear socks, because the heat from the ground up actually makes your feet swell and it makes your feet burn. So you would not find me walking on the canal or walking outside without my tackies. I'm always in my tackies because it's more secure for your feet. Lifestyle, Dubai is more indoor focused because we're spending so much more time indoors or so much more time in the heat, especially in the summer months. Malls adapt to it, the gyms, cafes, and a lot of social parks and what do you call it now, like community events, etc. So social life here in Dubai is definitely seasoned around winter mainly, and about around the outdoor events are more around winter. Whereas South Africa, we are so spoiled for choice. I've done hikes in winter, and the air in South Africa is so fresh and crisp, which I really, really miss. I actually chatted to my son last week and he says, Mom, we're having a very overcast day and we're having rain. And I said, Oh, I wish for an overcast day. I wish for rain here. We haven't had rain for this year as yet. So I'm hoping in the next 3 months we will have some rain. But yes, the extreme climate here is definitely very, very different to South Africa, where we're really, really spoiled with a good climate.
Actually, my apology that I just skipped a question here is what's your favorite season in Dubai and why?
Definitely winter. It's so much more bearable. You can do things outdoors. There's so much more activities that you can do outdoors, and I love being outdoors. So it's like my wings are free, and I can do whatever I want. So I really look forward to the winter months. It sounds strange, but yeah. Now, I actually walked this morning at around about 6 o'clock in the morning on the canal, and we now is the season where we're going through the mist, and the mist is quite bad. So I've actually posted it on my social feed, so you can see how bad the mist is. That I couldn't see on the opposite side of the canal. All the buildings were actually covered. The Burj Khalifa, when it's misty, you can't see the top of the building at all. So coming back to the question, definitely winter is my best season.
Okay. Well, I gotta say that thanks so much for your time, and I'll catch you next week.
Sure, great. Thank you. Love and light.